Nestor Cortez got us on the very last pitch he threw. Struck out a 6 batter. Really sucked. Had some bad luck today. We still freaking profited on SBAA Nation's picks. Let's talk some freaking baseball. Love tomorrow's slate. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keystone coming at you guys live with another free pick video. Now, guys, you may wonder, why do you call your channel name Sports Betting Across America? Guys, I used to be a truck driver, went all in on my picks 7 months ago, been kicking ass, making money for tons of guys. I just had a client interview earlier in the week with Benito. Definitely go check that out, and then strongly consider getting on the VIP. All we do is profit. I believe we're up to, I think, 12 out of the last 13 days now, or maybe it's even 12 in a row. It might just be 12 in a row. Barely got it done again, but profit is profit. We had a ton of bad luck tonight, and we still freaking profited. I just wanted to show you this before I put the browser up here, but I changed the background. The last one you guys were looking at was the Rate Field in Chicago, where the White Sox play. This is actually where the Rockies play. I was out there I saw the Diamondbacks. At the time, the Diamondbacks were the defending NL champs. So this was last season. Great experience. The ballpark was pretty empty on a Monday night. Talked to a gentleman there that worked there a long time. He was basically retired, an old man. And you can imagine how, us old guys talking stories about baseball. So it was cool. It was a fun night. I had a great time. Yeah. So I even have a cup up there on the wall that I put up on the Rockies. I have a bunch of crap too. Sometimes I'm so busy I don't take the time to do like prop stuff like that, but maybe one day I'll build a cooler studio. But anyways, you guys came here for the picks. Make sure you sub to the channel. So I'm gonna give you guys a slight recap, and then we'll get straight into the picks. I have the new formula of the channel, I think, is I'm gonna give you guys my 2 favorite pitching props on chalkboard every day. And then we're going to try to find, if I can find them, some hitters that I like over on Dabble, where we can stack some statistics. So I love the plays I prepared today. We got really unlucky yesterday. This was another DraftKings pick 6 slips. Been hitting these almost every freaking day now. The nice thing about these, they always have a boost attached. So today they had a promo where you got a 30% boost. If you used it, you got a 50%. So the 30% loss, this was the second one. It hit. So we got an extra $6,250 on this. Freaking awesome. This was the other one. Mike Conley shot 2 of 10. The read was there against the Nets. You guys know, point guards, great matchup. Barely missed. Hit this on sleeper. We had another protected play we got our money back on. So, like $30 in profit there. This was the one I gave you guys for free. He literally got it done on the final pitch he threw, guys. He struck out the last batter he faced. The Reds suck. I'm never falling for them again. I'll tell you what, he one hit them, I believe, just 1 hit in 6 innings. So very frustrating. He got off to a quick start. That was kind of what catapulted him. And the Reds are just terrible. They're even worse on the road. Just 2 ugly offenses right now. These two, they can't hit the ball. They can't score runs. Hunter Brown got it done easily. So hopefully if you use that in some other plays, it helped you make some money. This one just stung us. It's going to happen sometimes. I gave this out for free. Now, you guys did not get to my like requirement, but I still sent it anyways. This was the last play I said of the day. So I said, I'll give it to these guys. And yeah, we hit it. So there's a little bit of profit. We also had a Dabble play. We lost a unit on Dabble tonight. That was kind of the same thing as last night. Just, me reading the wrong game script of these hockey games where overs would have, worked on some unders. I just kind of did it backwards. It's going to happen. We've been on such an incredible run though, that these are just, we don't even feel the effects of these yet, because we've been so on fire on Dabble. And I will tell you, the one we had tonight, it was so unlucky. I watched the final 3 minutes of the hockey game. I'm not going to bore you guys, but Stu got a block shot, missed the net once. I mean, he had like 4 freaking chances, was touching the puck like crazy in the final 3 minutes of the game with the goalie pulled, just couldn't get a shot. Oh, and he had one that was tipped by another player. I mean, you can't get more unlucky that we needed 1 shot to hit a 5.2x or something like that. So anyways, I do have a play on Dabble. We're going to break that down first. Now the hitters, I'm not going to break them down as much as the pitchers. It just takes longer and I have to bounce all over the place. So this is like a trust factor. Either trust me or don't, but I promise you I've done the research. And I just wanted to show you guys, you guys might get sick of seeing these every day. I don't know. But I mean, this is why no one cares. So we lost a full unit on Dabble tonight. When you're hitting 31x plays last week and you're hitting 26x plays last week and you're constantly hitting 10x plays and 5-point plays and 10x plays. Oh, here's more 10x. These are all from the last 10 days. I mean, this is why no one's panicking that we lost a unit tonight and last night on Dabble. But I got a good feeling about this one. So if you need to get Dabble, sign up with promo code SBAA. They'll literally give you 25 free dollars. There's a link below, guys. I'm telling you right now, it is going to instantly turn into your favorite app. 100%. It's my favorite app. It's not even close actually right now. The things they'll let us do on there, you're not going to be able to do this anywhere else. You're not going to be able to find these lines many places. They're literally the best in the game. So, and it is legal in Tennessee now, by the way. I need to update this photo. I think it might be, I've heard rumors it might be launching in that state right there, if you can see it. I'm not going to say it out loud. I don't want to get in trouble, but we'll see. So I'm just going to show you the whole slip at one time. The guys that love to skip ahead, you're welcome. I like picking on those guys because they just miss out on money. They really actually don't like money. They think they do, but they really don't. A lot of them sadly are just never going to win, unfortunately, because they don't understand the value of being part of a community. They just don't get it. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, I promise you guys, with the VIP. And now I have a couple other employees working and doing some things. So it's only going to get bigger and better. I'm probably actually going to transition into more of like the books. I'm going to let some of these other people that are working for me now, I'm going to hire them to pretty much kind of run the DFS side, I think. And I'm going to transition into the books because I'm telling you, I think I can kill them even more than the DFS. And we already killed the DFS. I mean, you saw those slips. So we have a couple. Let me just show you guys what we're looking at on the breakdown tomorrow. So it looks like a pretty bad day. This little run column over here. Okay. These are projected based on elements, just on park conditions, wind variables, air, all, the humidity, all this stuff. Right. So you're expecting some really bad conditions up in New York, in Detroit, and in Chicago tomorrow. Okay, like this is a good game to take the under on for sure, which we're probably going to do on the VIP. Now, there's a couple good games, and these are them. So you got Coors Field and you got Fenway Park. So we're going to attack this Boston and St. Louis game. If you come and look at the matchup here, so it's Eric Fed, I think is how you pronounce it, and then Walker Buehler. Fed is pretty solid, but I think Boston gets to him in Boston. I like this here. And then Buehler, I mean, he's just giving up anything and everything to anyone. Doesn't matter if you're lefty, righty. I mean, this guy's just getting smacked around the yard. So there's not a lot of track record here. He's given up like a 300 batting average. Expected WOBA is even higher. Righties in Boston can struggle because right field is so short. You get a lot of these left-handed power hitters that Boston has plenty of that can really just take it out there easily with the right conditions. So if you're wanting like a home run prop or something, Devers probably a really good look tomorrow. And then Buehler, I mean, I know his numbers look okay here, but I promise you this is like in the past. Like we have to look at modern Walker Buehler. And quite frankly, these guys that we picked in this lineup, so we got Herrera, who's the catcher. He's been absolutely on fire. And then we have Walker. I should have put those two together. I don't know why he's down there. But they bat a little farther down in the order. Now, I don't usually like taking guys this far down. We can see, let me get rid of this stupid ad over here. We can see right here that he's batting 6th and 7th, okay? Herrera and Walker right here. But I checked it out. Both these guys are hitting righties better than lefties. I mean, this guy's been hot against everything. But historically, even going back a year or two, same thing. They hit righties better than lefties. And we have a righty on the mound today, a really bad one, in Walker Buehler. So we're going to pair these two because I've told you guys the power of stacking these teammates. And this guy's been pretty hot. I mean, he just went 3 for 4, and he went 0 for 1 there. But if you look, let me see here. Did I get the right guy? Herrera. This was a pinch hit. And then 0 for 3 here. But before that, in his 2 games prior, 2 hits. Pretty freaking solid. So I like that. I mean, he hit 3 home runs yesterday, guys. 3 home runs, or I guess it was 2 days ago. Sorry, against the today's the 4th. So 2 days ago, he hit 3 home runs in a game. Probably ain't going to do that again, but guess what? We literally only need him to hit freaking ads. We literally only need him to get 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Same thing with his teammate Walker. Walker's been hot, hitting righties better than lefties. We go down to his game log right here. He's literally had a hit in every single game that he's played in. Hit, 2, 2, 1. He's just playing well. A couple RBIs, a couple runs scored. So we just need these two to literally get 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs each. And we're hoping they kind of do it together, where they have an inning together. We're going to do the same thing on the other side with Christian Campbell and Weiler Abreu. Now, Abreu is one of these guys, they'll literally sometimes only have him in the lineup because Boston's a really deep team. They'll only have him in the lineup when there's a righty on the mound, not a southpaw. Okay. So Fetty, he is a righty. There's not a lot of track record here of like historical reference or anything like I mentioned, but it's the same thing. If we come back over here and we look at Campbell, he's just been hot. He's batting deep down in the order, but you can see 2 hits, 2 runs right here. So that would actually qualify. How does it even happen? 2 walks, a sacrifice fly, it looks like, 0 hits and 2 runs. So he's hit this in every single game. Now, I usually don't like taking guys this low in the order when they're at home, because if they have a lead, they're not going to bat in the 9th inning. Sometimes you can get robbed even of a 4th at bat if it's a bad game. This, I have a feeling, might be one of the games where both sides have a really solid shot to get to that 5th at bat. These guys right here will most likely get it more often than not. Down here, these two, it's 50-50. Just depends on the game flow, how the pitchers are pitching, how the bullpens are pitching. This side, it's even more or less. The chances of these guys getting to a 5th at bat, it's actually pretty freaking low if their team has a lead, because they're only going to bat 8 innings, not 9. So we check Campbell out, and then Weiler, he's probably the one that's been the least hot of this group. But if we look, he went 0 for 3 in his last game. This was a pinch hit, so you can't really judge him there. Like, he didn't play the whole thing. He got walked in this game 3 times, still had a hit. It happened to be a double for a run and looks like, an RBI. Still had 3 walks. So when you're looking for hits, runs, RBIs, walks really aren't the worst, because if your teammates, come up after you, they knock you in, that counts towards hits, runs, RBIs. That counts as a run. So like just getting on base, guys with high, on base percentage, it's like a really that's what you want. And then he had a hit here. He had 2 hits here, 3 hits here. So he's been pretty good. This was a pinch hit, so he's really only had 1 bad game. So I like the lefty on righty matchup with that. That's going to be our pick, guys. Look what that pays out, 11.5x, because for some reason, Dabble's giving us a boost on these two, even though they've been really hot. So we're going to take it. That's my Dabble name. You can go copy it if you want. And make sure you use my code, guys. It really helps you support the channel when you sign up. Let's go talk about the pitchers now. Let's get into that chalkboard play that I have prepared. Real quick, too, I want to let you guys know before we get into this one, I made a weekend pass for you guys. We called it the Thank God It's Friday weekend pass. It gets you picks from Friday, today, 4-4, through Sunday, 4-6. Includes all the AI slips. Usually there's a lot of them for soccer on Saturdays. I'm a big UFC bettor. So if you're on the books or you're on DFS, you're into that sort of thing. Plus, we obviously have baseball and NBA. So it's going to be fun. And then we're going to have college basketball coming up soon, too. So it should be a fun weekend. And that's a pretty good deal. Like if you just look what a week costs, this is basically getting you 3 days of that. The reason I put 5 on here is because I'm so confident that not only are you going to profit, you're going to smash this, and then you're going to use that money, hopefully, to upgrade your pass so you can stay with us forever. I'm trying to give you like a way in. See, the smart guys, when I make them a ton of money, the smart ones just keep it where it's at in their accounts, and then once they get to X amount, they start upping their wagers. The dumb ones, it's no offense, but I'm just saying the dumb ones, they'll go buy a new TV with the $500 I made them last night, and then they don't have any money to gamble with anymore, and then they give up because it's like they can't endure 1 or 2 losing days. That's it. It's that simple. If you just trust the process, this is a long-term game on my channel, guys. My VIP is not for everyone. You see these prices, this is for the full season. You think this is too expensive, this probably ain't for you. I'm just telling you the truth, and that's okay. It doesn't make you or me a bad person. I'm just telling you the truth. So, and I give deals on this all the time too, by the way. Probably not any more of those for a while. Maybe around my birthday, I might do something like that. But I try to help you guys in, and the whole goal, I hope, is that you'll use this to upgrade your pass once you come in and profit. So, the reason I set this up for 5 days, but I'm saying you only get Friday through Sunday. I'm so confident that if you don't profit those first 3 days, I'm going to give you those extra two. That's why I set it up for a 5 day pass. And then if we do profit, then you're just going to get the 3 days. Okay. Pretty simple. I'm a nice guy. Try to help you guys out. I don't like losing anybody money, but that's not what we do. Or like I said, I think we profited. I think it's like 12 or 13 straight days, something like that. So let's get into that pick. It's on chalkboard. You know the drill. SBAA, same promo code. Use the links, guys. Make sure when you sign up, it says on like referred by or whatever, code SBAA. They're going to get you $100 welcome bonus if you use that code. It's like awesome. You know, you walk into a casino, you hand them $100. They're going to hand you 200 back, or they're just going to give you $100 in chips that you just gave them. Bam. So it's free money. Take advantage. You're going to get a free square to tack onto the play too. And matchups like really freaking matter, right? In baseball, they matter in every sport, but the Rockies are just bad. Now, the offense usually does play better at home. Like they played pretty well. They beat the Diamondbacks that night I was there. Charlie Blackmon hit a home run right out to right field, like I think in his first at bat. And then I think he hit it like a triple later too. So I think he almost hit for the cycle that night, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he never got the double. But anyway, we're going to take Osvaldo Bido from the Oakland A's. And if we look, this is a pretty solid hit rate. You know, actually, it surprised me. And when he misses, he's right there. He's getting like 4. So solid. He's got some solid stuff, solid strikeout stuff. There is no head-to-head data. And, you know, I think he was the guy that got called up last year, but he's obviously in the rotation now. The book's like this at negative 137. When I originally came to set it, it was higher than this. And so the Rockies, if we come and look, are, you know, teams averaging the most strikeouts per game in 2025. Look who's at the top of that list. 11.3 a game. So if this guy gets, you know, 5 innings, half, or, you know, like even 4.5 innings, you know, 4.2, 4.1. I think if he gets that pitched and he doesn't get driven out of the game real quick, he should blow right through this, because if you're just talking the averages, plus he's got some solid stuff. So I think this is a good spot. There wasn't a ton of track record. I think there was maybe a little. Maybe let's go look. Let's see here. So if we go to that game, it was later game. I think there it was. I saw him. So yeah, you're looking at only 8 plate appearances. Okay, but 25% K rate in those 8. So that means 2 strikeouts. Pretty good. And so basically, if he can really just get to about, you know, 16, 17, 18 batters faced, which should be easy, you know, that should be about 4 or 5 innings, somewhere in that range, because he's going to give up some hits and stuff. Absolutely, it's going to happen. But we saw the conditions in Coors Field. They are not great tomorrow. If you guys remember, they're good for runs. So I take that back. And that's okay. Like, as long as you don't get like completely taken out of the game. How do you do that in Coors Field? You just keep giving up jacks, right? So the home runs are down, but everything else is up. We'll see how it goes. Because, you know, you're at basically mile high up there. The ball travels farther, but the wind is going to be coming in right over this right here. So it's not a good home run day out there, but, you know, it should lead to a couple more base hits and stuff, is basically what their model is projecting. So I do like Bido a lot, though. The fact that he's done this in, you know, 7 of his last 10 games too. I think that's really solid. So that's going to be the first pick of this. I went ahead and went 3/4 of a unit because, you know, I felt like Nestor robbed me yesterday. So I'm disciplined. I'll bounce between half unit and you know, full unit on these most of the time, depending on how much I really love it. So this is a 2.52. Now, when I originally set this, this was actually at 4.5, and then they bumped it to 5.5. So this was like 2.72. So we're getting a little bit less payout now, but I still like it. And you could take the 5.5 if you want. It actually probably pays pretty good now. So it could be something you look to do. They call me Conservative Keith for a reason. And then Meyer, this line is just way too low. And I already have this set on another play for VIPs, not on Chalkboard. It's on a different app. And I was surprised this other app had it. So if you look at Meyer, his last 10 games, it's only a 50% hit rate, right? but his last 3 looked pretty good. And in 2025, his only start this year against the Pirates. Now they strike out a ton, to be fair. He did have 7, and he pitched 5.2 innings. So, pretty solid 93 pitches. So definitely can get into the 90s. We like seeing that. You look at the Braves, his 2 starts against them last year, he went for 7 in 6 innings and only 5 innings. So that's good right off the bat. And you think the Braves, you're thinking like, well, that's a really, good offense. Like, why why are we attacking them, Keith, with this guy? Well, it's a negative 120. It's a pretty fair line, slightly in our favor, I'd say. But if you come look at the same thing over here, let's go to that game. That's one of the later ones. There's part of me that actually wants to go to this game tomorrow night. I just don't know. When I go to the games, I want to root for offense, not pitchers so much. But this is probably going to be a pretty good pitching duel. Spencer Spolenbach's actually pretty good, but Myers faced 32 batters on this Braves roster, 28% K rate. The Braves, they still are a good team. I believe that. I mean, they've just played the Yankees, and who else did they play? Or not the Yankees. They played the Dodgers, and they played the Padres, who are obviously playing well right now. So I'm not like hating on the Braves or anything. I'm just saying I think they're better than their record would indicate. But they've struggled against this guy. This is a 28% K rate. He's barely even walking guys too. You could really look into that walk prop under walks. And, if we look at the strikeouts per game this season, well, the Braves are 7th. So they're right up there. 9.7 a game. We only need 5 from both these guys. This is a smash play. Lock it in. And I think that's all I got for you guys. If we can get some likes on the video, I don't know. Based on the views, I think average video gets about 10% like ratio. That's pretty fucking weak, by the way. I mean, are we grown men here that come to get free picks and we can't even take 2 seconds to smash the like button like a UFC fighter would smash someone's face? Come on, boys. Help your brother out. Put a lot of time and research into making these videos for you guys. And if you can't take 2 seconds to hit that like button, if I actually watched which one of those little weasels doesn't hit the like button, I might just throw you out in the pond, man. Just kidding, guys. Still love y'all. But make sure you hit that like button. Peace.